Good? Okay. Hi, my name is Brooke, and I'm going to be informing you guys about longboarding today. First question, does anybody here know how to longboard? Oh, I see some of you do. So, before I get started, I want to explain a story that happened to me. My boyfriend owns a cabin, and it has perfect hills for longboarding, nice asphalt, no bumps, so we decided to try him out. This one hill was kind of intimidating for me, so I was a little scared and nervous, but I decided to take a shot at it anyways. So I was longboarding down this hill, and I started to get speed wobbles. And that's where your board goes back and forth really fast and you kind of lose control. So in order to not fall, I decided to jump off my board and run with my body. But instead I fell on the asphalt, got a lot of road burn on my hands and on my arms. There's a tiny scar right there, but I'm okay from it. With that being said, you can tell that I have credibility with my longboarding knowledge. I've longboarded for about a year now. I know plenty of tricks. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos on it. So, with that being said, I'll tell you 3 things about longboarding: the history, the parts that go into making a longboard, and the advantages of using a longboard over other communities. So to get started, according to longboardingskateboard.com, it originated in Hawaii in 1959. And the sport was on and off because it was originated with malicious behavior and because of the safety reasons, obviously. An example of this is the movie Lords of Dogtown. It stars Tony Avila, Jay Adams, Bruce Logan, and it popularized skating in the 1970s. These were a couple teenage boys who transformed the longboarding and skateboarding history. Moving forward, now some knowledge about longboarding. What is it even made of? Well, to begin with, it has the wheels, these trucks, the board itself, and these little bearings that go inside. So, first of all, the wheels are what make it move. There's plenty of variety. Obviously, they're bigger than skateboard wheels. The main reason is to go over bumps and rocks and tracks and whatnot. Next is the bearings. Now you can tell the bearings decide to turn. You lean on this way, you turn this way. You lean on this way, you turn that way. And they're the green metal part that hold the wheels to the board. Next is the board itself. Obviously mine has stickers on it to personalize and to know my interests and whatnot. More importantly is the front. Now the front has grip tape on it. And grip tape is kind of like sandpaper. It creates friction for your shoes so you don't fall off. And it's really rough, so it gives you balance. And finally is the bearings. Now the bearings are located inside the wheels and they're kind of hard to see. So I'll show you something like this. These are bearings. They're little tiny wheels, and they enhance the board to go faster. Now, there's a tricky thing about bearings. Dirt and grime get inside and get them caught like this, so they can't twist and make your wheel get stuck. So, you want to avoid that by keeping your bearings clean. And obviously, this one twists a lot better and a lot more. So you want to have clean bearings. Now that we know what a longboard is made of, let's go on to the advantages of using a longboard over other commuting. On a ladder, you might think of the first one as a car. But no, you don't want to use a car. First of all, longboards are safe for the environment. There's no CO2 emissions, so you don't give off harmful gases into the air. Plus, there's no need to spend all that money on gas. We're college students, right? Who wants to spend money on gas? We're already broke already. Next on the ladder, you might think of a bicycle. Bicycle is fast, gets you places, and it's cheap and better. It doesn't give out CO2 emissions, but there are some disadvantages. Number one, when getting from point A to point B, you can get a flat tire and then have to push your bike. Who wants to deal with that? You could also have a malfunction of your chain breaking and not being able to fix it. And even if you get through all those troubles, when you get to your destination, you have to lock it up somewhere with a chain and a padlock. And have to carry that. Who wants to deal with that? So, next on the ladder, you might think of walking. Now, walking is hard, it's hot in this Arizona heat, so of course you want to use this nice longboard to get that breeze in your hair to allow you to get from point A to point B fast, but also fun and exercise. So, in conclusion, if you're listening to longboard, they are more than just toys. From the origins of Hawaii, they help people get from one place to another. They began with skateboards, but evolved with time. Longboards are more than just wheels, bearings, and trucks. They're simple alternatives to the controlling gas prices that we just don't have time for. So altogether, I talked about the history of a longboard, the parts that go make it into it, and the commuting of longboard. So if you were to take anything away with you, I hope you remember the benefits of utilizing these misunderstood instruments of wood. Maybe I have convinced you to even get one of your own and experience the legacy and the history that is a longboard. Thank you.